What? You get edified. Oh, okay.
We live now, so Shalom, Shalom, brother Mayaka Allah and Quadar, with Nation of Kings and Priests, uh,
That's right.
doing a class on regeneration. You know, I'm gonna really pass it to my brother Quadar and let him introduce himself and stuff like that.
Khan. This is brother Shatar Kadar of Nation of Kings and Priests for bringing out this class of regeneration. Salakia for the kind of late introduction, late coming in, but we're here now. We finna get started. We finna edify the nation about regeneration, because a lot of people don't know, and a lot of them still trying to figure it out. So why not us bring it out and break it down to you so you can get the understanding. First precept I'm finna bring out is Psalms 119 and 104. Just giving you the introductions. That's all I'm doing is bringing out introduction. First and foremost, I want to say, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash. That's giving honor and glory to the Most High, putting the Spirit on us to come with the, through His only begotten Son, putting the Spirit on us to come with this class tonight. Uh, Diving into Psalms 119 and 104.
Con,
But, oh, you're going to bring it out. Okay.
okay, I'm bringing it out. I'm coming to it.
No. I didn't know you was bringing it out. It's like it.
Can't let you read your own. What you said? 119.
Yeah, and 104.
Con. I should really grab. Uh, Salaka, give me a minute. Psalms. Okay, con. This is Psalm chapter 119 and verse 104. Uh, through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way.
Right. So through the precepts, we're gonna get an understanding of regeneration today. Because we hate every false way. Because guess what? A brother shouldn't be able to come and tell you something different when you went through the precepts. You shouldn't have itchy ears to a brother guiding you down the wrong path because you didn't go through the precepts. This the difference. Give me Romans 15 and 4 Bible Shah.
This is
Uh-huh.
Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
So whatever was written aforetime, since the beginning, it was written for our learning. We have to come back to it to get the full understanding of it. So this is how we're gonna dive in these scriptures and get the full understanding. Because this everything that's within the scriptures was written before me or you was alive, before our time. It was written for us to learn from it. And through patience and comfort of the scriptures, because that's what we're gonna have when we dive into the scriptures, we're gonna have comfort that we're gonna develop, and through the scriptures we might have hope. We're gonna develop that hope. So that's what the purpose is of us diving into this. Uh Get me Isaiah 34 and 16. What's going on with your phone, Cap? It cut out, came back on. Yeah,
That's
Isaiah
Mike. That's
34 and
Mike Alec.
16.
Mike Alec cutting me off, man.
It was on
oh, he,
accident.
he's
It
dirty for
was on
he's dirty for that.
He got it for me already. I see him. I see him.
Right.
No. You said Isaiah 34?
Yep, in 16, Babakasha.
Uh,
Straight introductions.
this is Isaiah chapter 34. Said 24.
No, 16. 34 and 16.
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. He shall dwell on
Uh,
high his
no,
place.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
Where are you at?
Salaki. That's 30.
34 and
33.
16.
Salaki, that was 33. It's winding down to the nighttime.
Um, right. The pages are sticking, right.
Yeah, this
You should never ate that that Butterfingers.
this Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one
Uh-huh.
of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth
Uh-huh.
it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them.
So that's the point. Uh Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Because guess what? If we read and go through the precepts and get the understanding, it's not going to fail us. We're not going to be, uh, confused with what was brought out. This is what the purpose of the scriptures is for us to read through it. Because none is going to want her mate, meaning none is going to want to come to the scriptures. Because there's a lot of brothers and sisters that rebel against the scriptures. Oh, I don't want to listen to that. I want to listen to what you got to say. That's the difference.
Uh,
And through the spirit, which is in the book, that's what's gonna gather us together. You know what I'm saying? Through the scriptures. This is how we gather together under one accord. So this is the things that we gotta do. Give me Revelations 1 and 3, Barbershop.
uh,
Yeah, boy.
this is Revelation chapter 1, verse 3.
Uh huh.
Blessed is he that blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
For the time is at hand. The Most High is gonna bless you if you read these things. And they that hear the words of the prophecy and keep those things. This is what the purpose is. You have to do that. We have to keep the law, such commandments. We have to obey the words of the Most High God and read this book, man. This is our history book. This is our knowledge. This is our life. This is our everything. We're done with the introduction. Now it's time to dive into the class. Regeneration. Give me Ecclesiastes 1 and 1, Malak.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Let me
Uh
keep
huh.
on.
Okay. Who wrote Ecclesiastes? That's the question that brothers and sisters should be asking. Who was the person that wrote Ecclesiastes? But when we see 1 and 1, it literally tells us the words of the preacher, the son of David, king of Jerusalem, king in Jerusalem. So we know it's talking about Solomon. So that's letting us know Solomon wrote Ecclesiastes. You know what I'm saying? For those brothers and sisters that don't know. Keep going.
Verse 2. The vanity of vanities, saith the preacher, vanity of vanities, all is vanity.
All is vanity. Everything is vain. Keep going.
Verse 3. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh up the sun?
Under the sun. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun? What is your profit? through your labor. What is your profit through your labor that you take it under the sun? Keep going.
Verse 4. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever.
The earth abideth forever. One generation goes up while one generation comes down. One generation dies and one generation returns to life. People look at the concept of regeneration like it's a joke. They because again they use reincarnation, but when we look at the logic of reincarnation, Salakia, can somebody, I don't know, mute their phone? I don't know. I hear a lot of wind in the background. I don't know what's going on. Salakia. But really, but when we look at the concept of reincarnation, right, that they try to use and substantiate, reincarnation means I can be come back as anything, an animal, a cockroach, an ant. Like this is the logic of this world. This is what they use, letting you know they're trying to get close to regeneration, but they can't comprehend it. That's the problem. So they start making up stuff. Oh, you can come back as a deer, but then that deer gets shot like a couple of minutes ago. Now what? You came back as that thing that just died because they don't understand the concept of what regeneration is. So they'll think, "Oh, I can come back as an animal." This logic is stupid. So just simple. Oh, somebody
Right.
pull up something?
Yeah, Khan, Salakia King. First of all,
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Shalom, Deloitte, Yasan, Yahweh son, Shalom King. So real quick, I just want to make sure everybody understands when it says one generation cometh, one generation passeth. What is a generation? So watch this. This is the definition, right? All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively. What does that mean? Well, let's go right here. A generation refers to all people born and living in about the same time, regarded collectively. It can also be described as the average period, generally considered to be about 20 to 30 years, during which children were born and grew up, become adults, and begin to have children. Let's set the premise what a generation is, and that's, let's grab the understanding. That's what a generation is. So it says one generation cometh, one generation passeth. I want every brother and sister who's listening to understand what that means. So go ahead, King.
Con, the water, the water for bringing that out. That was definitely edifying. So letting you know the number count, which it says like up to 30, before a man and a woman's bringing the next generation. This could be their grandfathers or great grandfathers that passed on, the great grandfathers and grandmothers coming back. But it could be a great. You know what I'm saying? The understanding of regeneration is deep, but it's like if you once you get it, you got it down pat. Keep reading. Give me keep going to verse 5, Malak.
Con, verse 5. Well, I'm at 5 now. Verse 5. The
Right,
sun also the sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down in haste to the place where he arose.
right. So even when we look at the elements, the so-called elements, but the sun has a cycle. So that's what regeneration is a cycle. The sun has a cycle. It arises and the sun goes down. It goes up, goes back down. It hasteth to his place where he arose. So it goes back. It's going back to the same spot where it just had began from. So it's all part of the cycle. Keep going.
Verse 6. The wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returned again according to its circuits.
according to its circuits. Meaning, like, again, matter of fact, give me that definition of the circuit. Give me the definition of that word circuit. Because I'm going to say it's saying cycle, but I want to get the definition so we can be on, on the plus plus. Because,
Like,
like I said, the wind goes towards the south and it returns back towards the north. It's going around in its cycle. Because no one don't know. They just think the wind begins somewhere and it ends somewhere. No, the wind goes in a cycle, just like the sun goes up and comes back down. Same thing with the moon. Uh, you pulling up that definition,
What verse
Malachi?
are we on?
you want it in the blue letter?
Six, six. You can get in the blue letter. I don't care. Six. We want the word circuits.
Well, I got the blue letter of circuits. It says to turn about or around or aside or back or towards, go about or around, uh,
Mm-hmm.
be brought around, change,
Mm-hmm.
to march or walk around, to turn
Mm.
oneself, close,
Okay.
close around, turn around, to be turned over to. It's a lot of definitions. It's all basically
Right.
saying
But
going back to where it started.
right. So a circle, because there was one that that I just heard you say, which was circle. So if we look at circle, and that's the closest to the word, which would make sense, because the way it's saying it goes from the south and then turns back to the north. So it's going in a circle, meaning there's a cycle
Kind,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is not going to stop.
Isn't there a term circle of life,
Right.
kind,
right? Isn't there a term when you read nature, right? You have a
Mm-hmm.
cycle of life and death. It all
Right.
revolves and circling. Brothers look at things too literally and don't look at it spiritually, right? When looking
Mm-hmm.
at nature and life itself, it has a constant circle. So what Solomon brought out in the spirit in Ecclesiastes is him through the spirit looking at nature and how the what circuits or roundabout places, right, all come
Mm-hmm.
back to it, all
Right.
back, right?
Right. On
Hey,
point. On
Shalom,
point. See?
Shalom, 12 gates. Shout
So
out to the 12 gates of 12 gates of Israelites, man. Shalom, King.
right. Shalom Malakim. Right. So that's how we know that it's a cycle.
Right.
Circular motion. A cycle. Give me seven. Keep going seven. Uh well, of course keep going past it, but you know what I'm saying. Read seven.
kind. Verse 7. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again.
Right, you see that? So even there's a cycle within the ocean. The rivers to the ocean. The rivers go back to the ocean still doesn't get full and it returns back to the rivers. The rivers return back to where they came from and it's the same cycle over and over. It doesn't end. Same cycle. So we see cycles within nature, but we can't understand the cycle within the spirit. Keep going a lot.
Verse 8. All things are full of labor, man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing.
Right.
Con,
All things are full of labor. Men cannot utter it. We can't understand the things of this creation of life. We can't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I thought I heard somebody. Anyway, we can't understand that. These are the things that we're not going to be able to get. Uh, just like how our ears is filled with hearing, we can't comprehend that. Like how we was dealing with the one brother at camp, and he was like, "Oh well, I didn't see him shot, nor touch him, nor feel him, so I don't believe in him." You can't see air nor touch it, but you believe that. You got to breathe. You believe in that. So it's the same logic. You can't even understand how you breathe in, but you think you could understand the King of Kings, let alone the deep mysteries of the scriptures. Keep going, Malak.
verse 9. The things that have been, it is that which shall be, and
Hmm.
that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
So there's no new thing under the sun. Regeneration have to have been known since way back then, because there's no way. There ain't nothing new under the sun. This thing doesn't just change overnight. Oh, now regeneration is new. The cycle is new. Whatever we did is new. It's nothing new. Everything is the same. It's the same thing that's been happening since the beginning. It just is never going to end. Regeneration always exists. You want to say something, Cap?
Nah, just saying that you know brothers got to realize something when we're reading these scriptures, right? In Ecclesiastes 1, this is Solomon in observance of nature and life.
Mm-hmm.
Everything comes back and there's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
What is he talking about? What is
Mm-hmm.
his understanding here? What, what I'm saying? So, like, if it's not regeneration, if it's not nature constantly telling us what the flow is, when we read that, the scriptures in Job where Yahweh was talking to Job saying, "You're not going to understand the way I do things," but
Khan.
when you observe and the spirit is dealing with you like it dealt with Solomon, he understands that things are constantly flowing and coming into the same place, so there is nothing new under the sun, man. Right?
Khan. You ain't
I
lying
like
about
it.
that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now you good. My God, read 10.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 10. Is there anything where is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new, it have been already of old time, which was
Mm-hmm.
before us. Woo.
Right, which was before us. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? There's nothing new. Everything is of old time, which was before us. So there's no way that this is just came up out of nowhere. There's no way that's just a spontaneous regeneration. Spontaneous. Oh, you don't see nothing about it. So it just came out of nowhere. Read verse 11.
Kind. I just want to put my little input on that verse.
Go
You know,
ahead.
even the simple things of our characteristics of our people, man. You think we, just starting something new, but when you read the scriptures, almost everything that we do is already been written. It's been recorded. You know what I'm saying? When you read it, you like, dang, I do that same thing. Like, like
Right.
worldly brothers, they talk down, they talk about their people. You got brothers talking about brothers in the scriptures, man. You got brothers betraying brothers. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers just doing all kind of crazy stuff, man. And you know what I'm saying? You can line it up with the day's life, man. Anything, anywhere you go in the scriptures, you can line it up with the day. Con. Uh, you
Con,
want
you're
me?
in line.
You want
Yeah,
me to
read
go?
verse 11.
Con. Ecclesiastes 1, chapter 1, verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after.
You see? So there ain't gonna be no remembrance, even if we could remember our former lives or our past regenerations. The scripture clearly just said there is no remembrance of former things. Neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So even we won't figure out, we won't be able to understand what the heck we done in our past life, what's to come in the future, any of that. That's not built for us. That's above your pay grade. For brothers to be out there trying to figure that out, bro, you're a lost cause. You shouldn't even be trying. That's a something that you shouldn't be attempting to focus on. You need to be focusing on the milk. We're gonna get an example. Give me John 1 and 19 to 21. Cap, did you want to say anything before I lead this chapter?
If you want to get the brother the scripture from the 12 gates, Baba Kishah, before we move on,
Okay, con. All right, yeah, yeah,
Ecclesiastes 6 and 10. Or
yeah.
were you gonna
I
get
had
that?
it.
You
Yeah, I
had it?
had it on my list. Trust
Okay,
me.
okay,
But
come,
no,
come,
no,
come.
we can go ahead. No. We can go ahead and get it. We can jump to it real
Okay, okay,
fast
okay,
because
okay.
it's all part. It's part of the class anyway. I already had it on my list.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Bring it out, my collar. Ecclesiastes 6 and 10. Yeah, boy.
I was already at John, so I'd be so
Okay,
quick
well,
with the
no. Hold John. Just hold John. No, I'm gonna read it.
no,
I'm gonna read it. Hold John. Hold John.
I
Just hold
got
John.
it. I was just BSing. That's all.
Man, I'm telling you, hold John. I'm gonna read it because it's just one precept. You already know.
Oh,
Go
kind,
back to
kind.
John.
Oh, kind.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6, verse 10. That which hath been is named already, and it is known that it is man. Neither may he contend with him that is mightier than he. What was that which has been is named already. It's talking about men. You know what I'm saying? Letting us know we were known and talked about since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Men was already put into place. Um, it's going into more depth with that, breaking it down like how we're just men. It's just simple. It's just simple. There's no way we're gonna be able to get the deep stuff of the scriptures by going outside of the scriptures. There's no way we're gonna be able to possibly do that. There's no way possible. Um, did you have something to say to that? Anyone of y'all?
I wanted to chime in on that too, with
Go ahead.
where it said that which have been is named already, and that also lines up with that precept in Jeremiah where he said, "I've already known you before you was formed in the womb." So basically, the Most High already, he basically already know you by name already. You know what I'm saying? You already, because it's the same soul, it's the same spirit, just a different body. So you already have a name from the days of old. You know what I'm saying? That the Most High know you by, and it can't. Yeah,
Right.
that's just mainly what I want to chime in on.
Even the mightier than he, we're nowhere near mightier than the Most High. We can't compete. So for brothers to think that they can compete with him to be able to get the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding that he has, you're a fool. Like you're nowhere would never be on that level. Nowhere. Nowhere would you ever be on that level. So, Cap, did you want to say something to that?
Wallah.
Mind collar, go to that first John. I mean, John 1.
This is John chapter 1, verse 19.
Uh huh.
And this is the record of John when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, "Who art thou?"
Right. Keep
And
going.
he confessed and denied not, but confessed, "I am not the Christ."
Right. Letting them know that he's not Hamashiach. He's not the
Uh,
Savior. He's not the Redeemer. Keep going.
verse 21. And they asked him, "What then art thou, Elias?" And
Uh huh. Keep going.
he saith, "I am not." Art thou that prophet? And he answered, "No."
Right. So, letting you know, they asked John, was he Elijah, or was he this prophet, or because they understood regeneration. That's the point. They understood what regeneration was compared to us. We don't have a clue. They knew. So, like, you said something? Y'all didn't say nothing?
Nah, nah, no one said nothing.
Nah,
Okay. Man, I keep hearing stuff, man. I don't know what's going on with me tonight. Anyway, they understood regeneration. That's why they asked John the Baptist, was he Elijah? Elias is Elijah. That's what they're saying right there. Or was he one of the prophets of old? He said he's not. Because if we remember from Ecclesiastes, you ain't gonna have no remembrance of former things. Oh
Hey, Salaki, if I could, there's also a main reason why they asked them, it asked John specifically if he was Elijah, right? So there's a specific reason, right? And that's prophecy, right? So let's go to the book of Malachi, chapter 4, right? So, so this is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming and great dreadful day of the Lord, right? This is why they asked John, are you Elijah? Because they knew about the coming. They knew he was the one that was prophesied in Isaiah, that he would be the one to prepare the way for the Lord, right? They
right.
so they're asking him. They're like, man, are you him? Are you Elijah? And
Khan.
again, linking it to the why, because it was prophesied that this prophet would come again. Why? Because we read the scriptures in Ecclesiastes that man shall come again through the Spirit, and
Right.
and the Most High will equip him with another body. Right. So
Right.
that's why.
Khan.
But go ahead, King.
Give me Matthew 17 and 10 to 13. Right. We finna get into it. We finna break it down to you so you can get the understanding. They Cat was just bringing out. Boom. They knew that Elijah was coming back. They knew this is prophecy. But you know what I'm saying? They had an idea that it could be John the Baptist. So that's why they went to him and asked him, and he told them, "No, I am not Elijah or one of the prophets of old." Because again, in the book of Ecclesiastes, we was not going to have no remembrance of former things. Bring out Matthew.
this is Matthew chapter 17, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
And his disciples asked him, saying, "Why then says the scribes that Elijah must come? must first come.
First, boom. So Cap already brought it out in Malachi chapter 4, right? It was Malachi 4, right?
Kind.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, he brought it out in Malachi 4, letting you know that that prophecy, they understood that Elijah had to return back on the earth, you know what I'm saying? Being regenerated in a new body. So this is now the disciples are asking Hamashiach, why is the scribes uh saying that Elijah is going to return? So read verse 11.
Verse 11. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elijah truly shall first come and restore all things.
Right. Keep going.
But I say unto you that Elijah is come already, and they
Wait a
know
minute, wait a minute. What he said?
Elijah is come already.
So Hamashiach knew, because he stands outside of what Ecclesiastes said, remembering of former things, because he's the son of the Most High. So of course he gonna understand regeneration to the teeth and know who's Elijah back on the earth. He understands these things. We don't have no comprehensions because we ain't gonna remember former things. We're different. Keep going.
Verse 12. But I say unto you that Elijah is come already, and they knew him not, but have
Boom. Salakia, they knew him not. Salakia Maikala. But they knew him not. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a clue who was Elijah. You know what I'm saying? This is why they asked, are you Elijah? Are you one of the prophets of old? Because they ain't gonna have no remembrance of former things or future tense. They ain't gonna have no memories of that. Keep going.
but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. 13.
Hey, hey, Salakia, can I say something real
Go ahead.
quick? You
Go
know,
ahead, Cap.
in those times, you had brothers who believed in regeneration, and you have brothers who did not believe in regeneration. Okay, like the scripture says in Ecclesiastes, there's nothing new under the sun. There's brothers who are not going to believe in this. However, the scriptures are clear. I mean, at least what we can see them, they're clear. You know. Now, a lot of brothers like to grab this scripture right here in Matthew, and they like to say, "Well, it says he's the spirit of Elijah." Right? Look at verse 12. But I say unto you that Elijah is truly come, and ye not know him, but have done whatsoever is listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer. He never said that he Salakia, that he had the spirit. No, he said he was. He didn't say he's the spirit. Even if you say he's a spirit, spirit comes back to the flesh. So even in that context, regeneration is what, like we read earlier, right? Generation means what? It means a period of time where a group of people are living in the same time frame, from growing old to young, between 20 and 30 years. That's what a generation is. A regeneration is or what they say, come in again. That's what regeneration means. Coming in again to the generation, right? And I'm sure the brother gonna capitalize on that. But I just wanted to bring that out because a lot of brothers got the scripture and say, well, he, said it was a spirit. And nowhere does it say that. Nowhere.
Nowhere. Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Nowhere, brothers. It
So
literally says what it says. How do you see
Salakia.
spirit right there, bro?
Right. Hey, go ahead, King. Continue.
Mike Holler, read 13. Because this solidifies it.
Verse 13. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto
Uh-huh.
them of John the Baptist.
Dang. So even the disciples understood. You know what I'm saying? This is how we know they understood regeneration to a certain extent. Hamashiach gave them the like basically he laid out the breadcrumbs so they can get the understanding. From him laying out the breadcrumbs, they was able to get their answer. Because they were so confused with how the scribes uh understood the prophecy, but they just didn't know who Elijah was. No one did. Not even barely the scribes. They was technically guessing right there. But Hamashiach knew exactly who Elijah was back on earth. It's a big difference. Uh jump to chapter 11. Salaki, you want to say something? Jump to Matthew 11 and 12. Matthew 11 and 12. Baba Shah.
This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. For all the
Mm-hmm.
prophets in the law prophesied until John. And if ye
Mm-hmm.
will receive it, this is Elijah, which was for to come.
Wait a minute.
Right. You see
This
that?
is
You
who?
see that?
This is who?
This is Elijah, which was for
Whoa,
to
whoa,
come.
whoa, whoa, whoa. This is
No,
who?
no, no. It says it's spirit. It says
No,
the
no, 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 no,
spirit.
no. Wait. This is who?
Elijah, which
This
was
is
for to
Elijah.
come.
Wait. In Deuteronomy, the 18th chapter, it says that we have to adhere to every word that the king says. Khan?
Con,
And the king said,
Khan.
this is Elijah. He didn't say it was just his spirit. He's kind of like him. No, he said this is Elijah. So it's like if a Mashiach came today, right? And he was like, "Hey, look, Micah Ali, your shirt's red. You're wearing a red shirt, okay?" And another brother reads what a Mashiach said and said, "Nah, brother, he said it's kind of like red. He ain't say it's red." It
con.
makes no sense. He
Mm-mm.
said he is Elijah. Can't get around that, man. Come on, man.
No.
Come on, man.
Read 15. Read 15.
Verse 15.
So,
He that hear, he that have ears to hear, let him hear.
Uh-huh. Let
But
you get
what?
this. No, no,
But
stop.
what? Con,
No, no, stop. That's all I need. But he that have ears to hear, let him hear. Have knowledge and understanding, let you understand this. That John the Baptist is Elijah back on the earth, not spirit, in the flesh. Boom. Get me John 1 and 21 again, Baba Shah. We're going back. Mm-hmm.
con. This is John, chapter 1, verse 21. And they asked him, what then? Art thou Elijah? And he said, I am not. Art
Boom.
thou
Meaning, Slakia, keep going. I was just
art
gonna say
thou
meaning.
that prophet? And he answered, no.
Boom. Meaning he did not know who he was. He don't have no remembrance. How we know? Go back to Ecclesiastes 1 and 11, Baba Shah.
Give me a second.
You want y'all want to learn regenerations? We could break it down tonight. Regenerations.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things.
Boom. This is how he didn't know who he was. Nor anybody else knew who he was, except for Hamashiach, the King of Kings. Keep going.
Neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come. With
Boom. You ain't even gonna remember the things that are to come. You're not gonna have no recollection of what's going on, nor the things that are to come. This is how
Manatazak
the
in the
scribes,
house.
Shalom Manatazak.
Shalom.
We've been waiting on you, bro. This is how we know that the King of Kings understood these things because he's the king. The scribes and Pharisees never got it. They could never figure this out. So this is how everything falls into place. But let's get another um another look at regeneration. Give me Hebrews 7:1.
Con. This is Hebrews chapter
Y'all hear
7,
me?
verse 1. Yeah, I got it.
Uh-huh.
This is Hebrews chapter
Bring it
7,
out.
verse 1. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High God, who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings and blessed him,
Right. Melchizedek. Keep
to
going.
whom to whom also Abraham gave a tenth part of all, first
So
being
he Salakia. I was gonna say he gave tithes a 10 part, 10%. Keep going.
first being by interpretation king of righteousness,
King
and
of righteousness. Who was also known as the King of righteousness? Keep going.
after that also king of Salem, which
Uh-huh.
is king of peace,
Who is known as the King of Peace? Keep going.
without father, without mother, without descent, having neither beginning of ends nor end of life, but made like
Right.
unto the Son of God, abideth a priest continually.
And he is the Son of God, made like the Son of God, meaning he is the Son of God. Melchizedek was a Mashiach. He's known as the King of Peace. When we know Hamashiach was known as the King of Peace, the King of Righteousness, we know Hamashiach is the King of Righteousness, and the Son of God. Who else is known as the Son of God?
Con.
Keep going.
Verse 4. Now consider how great this man was, unto who even the patriarch Abraham gave the tenth of the spoils.
Gave his 10%, his tithes, or
Con.
so-called tithes. But his alms, tithes, things of that sort, he gave him 10% of. So this is how we know that this is a Mashiach. Get Genesis 14:17. Let's go into more depth before I go back to Hebrews. Because I want to get one main key part.
This is Genesis chapter 14, verse 17. And the king of wait, hold on. You mean
Genesis 4.
18. 18.
I got 14 and 17. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, because it start off
What?
saying the king of Sodom. Well, I mean, it all it don't get to your point,
14.
but 18 start off where you
Yeah, 18 started off. Right. Okay, okay. But it's just showing this how the slaughtering of the kings came about.
con.
That's what 17 is about. You know how Abraham came from the slaughtering. But you start at 18. It's fine.
This is Genesis chapter 14, verse 18. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread
Mm-hmm.
and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God. And
Mm-hmm.
he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abraham of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth.
Hey,
Right.
Salakia. I don't
Go
mean
ahead, Cap.
to sidetrack, but real quick, if you notice, and for those have an ear, let them hear. When we reading 18, it says, "And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine." A Mashiach. This is a Mashiach in the spirit. You could tell. I mean, his bread is the body, his body's the bread, and his blood is the wine. You know, he is constantly putting little things in the scriptures for us to
Mm-hmm.
allow us to see him. You know, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a very, very good point when we read these scriptures. Remember, this is spirit, man. Like it says in John 6:63, it says, "For the flesh profiteth nothing. My words, they are spirit and they are life." Bit like the brother brought out in Ecclesiastes, there's nothing new under the sun. So when we're reading Melchizedek as a Mashiach, him having the bread and the wine, remember, he's putting little things in place to follow him. But again, those who have an ear, let them hear, right? So the bread and the wine are representations of his blood and his body. And like it says in
Con.
Psalms, we were always in the order of Melchizedek forever, you know? So, Salakia, I didn't want to sidetrack. I just wanted to bring that out because
You good, Cap.
it just, man, that's
You brought out
Yahweh.
some fire right there.
That's the
Yahweh is
nail
That's
on the
key.
head.
beautiful, man.
That
So
literally, I'm moving on because you just destroyed the whole thing. So that's
so,
good.
so
It's dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving on. Nigga. We going to John 8:53. We done. We done.
Salakia,
I'm running.
Yeah,
I'm
bet.
running.
nah. See,
I'm running.
that's
We're
Sandy.
going to John 8:53. We're good. Everything is
Con.
just it's fine and dandy. Whoa,
This
whoa.
is
I'm just gonna leave.
Hey,
No, no, but
that was powerful though. That's powerful.
I know. Like, come on. Like, ain't nothing I can say. Like, dang. Like,
Mm.
it's right there. It's so much information right there. I don't even have to say nothing. Hamashiach just came and just he dropped the gavel on us
yeah,
just right in
yeah.
front of us, man.
Oh,
It's give me John 8:53, man.
all praises to the Most
This
High.
is John chapter 8, verse 53. Art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead, and the prophets are dead? Whom makest thou thyself? Yahushua
Hmm.
answered, If I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honoreth me, of whom ye say that he is your God. Verse
Keep
55.
going.
Yet ye have not known him, but I know him. And if I should say, I know him not, I shall be a liar like unto you.
Right.
But I know him and keep his sayings. Verse 56. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day. And
Boom! What did it say? Wait, no. Slow down. Bring that back. Bring that back. Slow down. What did he say? 56.
this is John chapter 8, verse 56. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day.
Mm. So wait a minute. When
And
did Abraham see Hamashiach?
mm,
When did Abraham see Hamashiach?
You don't
Can someone
say.
please tell me that?
Hmm. I wonder.
Mm, I wonder too. Keep going.
And he saw it and was glad. Hmm.
And he saw it and was glad, man. Move on, move on, move on. Give me jump out to 39. Jump out to 39.
This
We're
is
moving on. We're moving on.
John chapter 8, verse 39. They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. Yahushua said unto them, if ye were Abraham's children, ye would do the works of Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
But
Keep going.
now but now ye seek to kill me, a man that have told you the truth, which I have heard of God. This did Abraham this did not Abraham.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication. We have one Father, even God.
Keep reading. Keep reading.
Verse 42. Yahushua said unto them, if God were your Father, ye would love me, for I proceeded forth and come from God. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me.
See. Boom. Hamashiach is different. He on a whole nother level. The Most High God sent him. He's not the same as a regular man. That's the difference. This is why he understands things just like Melchizedek had neither father nor mother. Hamashiach just clarify right then and there that he has neither father or mother because he was sent by the Most High God. He's different from everybody else. So this is how this solidifies things. And anyone of y'all brothers want to say something? So I'm about to jump.
I ain't saying nothing, man.
What about you, Mike? Carla? You want to say something about that? You think you want to go down some more?
Nah, that's clear as day, man. That's cold cuts.
Man, we're going over to John 9:1, so it's the next chapter over.
This is John chapter 9, verse 1.
Yep. Hitting all key points. Keep going. Bring that
And
bad boy out.
as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his
Whoa.
and his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was
Boom.
born blind?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why would the disciples ask that? Who sinned? Was his parents or was it him? Did
Mm,
he sin or was it his parents that sinned? Because they understand something with regeneration that we don't have a clue about. We can't even fathom it. These brothers understood that either he could have sinned in his past life, because how did he sin if he was born blind from birth? Because they ain't not talking about now. They talking about in his past life. Or his
con,
parents sinned and he's cursed from it. Keep reading.
con. Verse 3. Yahushua answered, neither have this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him.
Mm-hmm. Keep
I
going.
must I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work.
Mm-hmm. Give me
As
verse
long
5.
as long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world.
Boom. The light of the world. He solidified how that neither him nor his parents had sinned. It's the Most High that needed to be magnified. And it's giving us these clues to let us know like that regeneration is a factor. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have sinned in your past life and you could have been cursed for that reason. It doesn't necessarily mean that the Most High have to just punish you just because he can do that too. But it also letting us know that you could be cursed from your parents or what you did in your past life. You never know what you're going through because this is the factor that you have to factor in with regeneration. You could get punished for things that you have done in your past that you don't even have no remembrance of. Man, this how magnificent and how scary the God of terrors is. Cause y'all think this is a game, man. This is not no game. Give me Matthew 16 and 13.
Hey, real quick, just a quick precept because of what you
Go
just
ahead,
said,
Cap.
right? So they understand
Right.
that so you're judged by your sins, right? So real quick, I'm gonna grab two
Con.
precepts. This is y'all still see my screen? No, you don't. All right, hold on. I'm what do I do? All right, this one here. All right, Exodus 20, right? Exodus 20. We all seen this. Exodus 20, verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down, thou shalt not bow down to them, nor serve them. For I am the Lord thy God. I am a jealous God, visiting. Check this out. Here's the point: visiting the iniquity of the fathers, right? Upon the children. Now, watch this, unto the third and fourth generation. What's iniquity? Sin. What's who are the children? We. Who are the fathers? Those who came before us, right? But visiting the iniquities to what? The third and fourth generation. Why? Why does he say the third and fourth generation? Right? Why does he say that? Because of this. Again, this is all in the scriptures, man. So, like, yeah.
Take all the time you need. I got
16.
I got five more precepts and I'm gonna end it.
Yeah, Con. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 16. And moreover, I saw where under the sun the
Mm-hmm.
place of judgment. Where's the sun?
Right.
Where's the sun? It's here.
In the
Where's the place
sky.
of judgment? On earth. That
That's
the
right.
wickedness that there was in the place of righteousness that was quickly. One more, Salakia. One more.
Go ahead,
So,
go ahead, go ahead.
I need to go in the Apocrypha. This is
That's exactly where I was going.
oh, where you going? You going to second Esdras?
Man, come on, man. Are you
No,
looking at
no, no.
my notes? Are you
I
looking
ain't
at
going.
my notes? No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead with second Ezra.
No.
Already, that's where I was going to. That was my
14 and
next
8.
precept.
14 and 8.
Huh? No, no,
Second
I
Esdras
ain't have
14.
14. I got second Ezra 1 and 33 to 38. Oh yeah, that'd be a fire too. You said 14 and 8? I didn't even know about that one. How come I ain't got it? Do I got it on my list?
No, this ain't it. This ain't it. This is not what I want. So like it. Just go ahead. Go
Huh.
ahead. Go ahead.
Well, first I need Matthew 16 and 13. I need that ASAP.
Matthew
And
what?
I got second Ezra. Uh,
Come.
16 and 13. Salakia. Matthew 16 and 13.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 13. When Yahushua
Mm-hmm.
came into the coast of Caesarea,
Caesarea.
Caesarea
Caesarea.
Philip, Philippi,
Philippi. Philippi.
he
Anyway,
asked
keep going.
he asked his disciples, saying, "Whom do men say that I am? The Son of Man? Who, Salakia? Whom do
Right.
men say that I am? The Son of Man am."
Read
verse
14.
14. And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some say Elijah, and others Jeremiah,
Hmm.
or one of the prophets.
Boom. So even brothers and sisters back then, they let you know that had they had a little bit of understanding on regeneration, but the location, who is who, they don't have a clue on. You know what I'm saying? They can't tell the difference. They don't know who is who. But it's just know that regeneration exists. You know what I'm saying? So for our forefathers to have this information and actually know about this, it says a lot. That's all I want right there. Give me Second Ezra 1:33. We're going to 38.
Second Ezra, Salaki, chapter 1, verse 33. Thus
Mm-hmm.
saith, thus saith Yahweh, your house is desolate. I will cast you out as the wind doeth stubble. Verse
Mm-hmm. Keep
34.
going.
And your children shall not be fruitful, for they have despised my commandment and done the evil thing that is evil before me. Salakia, and done the thing that is evil before me. Verse 35. Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs. Yet they
Mm-hmm.
shall do that. Yet they shall do that I have commanded them. Verse
Right.
36. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them.
Right.
Yeah, cut. Verse
You,
37.
you, mm-hmm.
I take to I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whom little ones rejoice in gladness,
Uh-huh.
and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say.
Right. Keep going.
And verse 38. And now, brother, behold, what with what glory, and see the people that are coming from the east,
From where?
from the east.
From the east. This chapter, well, this couple of verses that we was going into is solidifying that uh through regeneration, the generation that's now that don't know the Most High God are going to be coming back to the Most High God. Never seen him before. Don't know nothing about the prophets of old. Never met the prophets of old. Don't have a clue what's going on. These are the people that's going to return back to the Most High God. This is a future prophecy, brothers and sisters. This is what this is about. This is about the prophets to come. They ain't never seen the Most High. They never seen him physically. They don't have a clue what's going on. They never met the prophets. They never had seen Hamashiach. They never seen the miracles or nothing. But guess what? They got faith through the Spirit. This is how they know. Read 39 and 40. Get straight to the point.
Verse 39. Unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob,
Uh huh. Keep
Hosea,
going.
Hoseas,
Hosea. Jose.
Amos,
Amos.
Micah,
Yep. Micah.
Joel,
Uh huh.
Abdias, and Jonas,
It's supposed to
and
be Obadiah, Jonas. Keep going.
Nahum,
Uh huh.
and Abka,
Uh huh.
So Sophonius
It
Sophonius
was supposed to be Zephaniah. I can't remember who Abaka was supposed to be, but it's Zephaniah. Keep going.
Ab, Ag Agis
Which is Haggai.
uh, Zechariah and Malachi, which is
Uh huh.
called also an angel of the Lord.
Right. Saying that these is who is going to be bestowed on brothers that's on this earth now. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that these prophets are going to come back through regeneration. 9 and 10, they're here now. You know what I'm saying? Brothers don't know who is who. That's what the Most High have done. Uh, uh, he brought them back on the earth, man. They don't have a clue what's going on. They ain't got no remembrance of who they once were. They just continue to do the work like they was doing in the past in the old world. These are the things that's going on now. Uh, Give me
Salakia,
Sirach 40. Oh, go ahead, Cat. Go ahead.
May,
Go ahead, Cat. Go
may,
ahead.
may I back you up with two precepts?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I
I,
got three precepts left. Go
I,
ahead. Go ahead.
I need to back you up on that because I don't think they understand, right? So the first one is 1 Corinthians 14 and 32. It says the spirit of the prophet are subject to the prophets, right?
All
Meaning
right.
what? That prophet who's supposed to prophesy, if he prophesied in the past, he will prophesy now. Like Mike Allah said in Jeremiah 1 and 5, it says, I knew you before in the womb, right? I sanctified thee before the womb. What's before the womb, brothers? The spirit, right? So now, really quick, which is one more. This is
Beautiful.
Revelation, right? Chapter 10. I'm gonna start at verse 9. Revelation 10 and 9. And this is this is John, right? Not mistaken to be John the Baptist, but this is John, the beloved. He was where in the island of Patmos. He did not leave that island physically. He never left. He died there. Okay? So if he died there, why was this said to him? This is verse 9 in chapter 10 of Revelation. And I went unto the angel, and he said unto him, give me the little book, which is the Bible. And he said to me, take it, eat it, and it shall make thy belly bitter, and it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, check this out, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. If regeneration does not exist, y'all gonna have to explain this. Y'all explain these scriptures, because he said he is gonna prophesy again before many people and nations and tongues. This is John. He never left the island. He never when he read before this was finished. He never left that island. Physically, he never left. However, his spirit is here today. It's here today. Those who have an ear, let them hear, man. Right? Salakia. Salakia, one more. Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. Every eye shall see him, and they shall
Good one.
also be pierced him. Check this, Salakia. And those also who pierced him. So you're gonna tell me that a
Right.
Roman
Right.
soldier it has never come back? He's a time traveler. He got a DeLorean.
Con.
And he coming back with a flux capacitor with that white boy and that crazy doctor and the dog to see Christ, right? Those who pierced him. How are those who pierced him going to see him when he comes down to the clouds? He ain't in heaven. He's coming down. Salakia. Yeah, hey, y'all gonna have to
Woo!
explain this. And we ain't
Cold
even
cut.
hey, this is from the top. We ain't even giving any effort here, man. There's too many scriptures.
Right, cold cut, cold cut. Just yeah, yeah. You dang man, I don't even know what my last three gonna do, man. Dang, how can he even compete? Get me Cyrac 49 and 10, man. I'm gonna make this thing quick as I can get it to go, man. But man, wow, 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 dang, man. You just had to obliterate the nail, man, in the wall, man. Just make it disappear. It went behind the plywood, man. What the
Hey, man.
yo?
And this is something that the brothers were dealing with back in the day as well, man. With you only come up once. Come on, man. Y'all brothers got to stop thinking that everything is a camp doctrine.
Right.
Not everything is a camp doctrine, man. Camps are here to serve the nation of Yasharallah through the spirit of
That's
Yahweh
right.
Shemi Shai, man. You know, we ain't here
That's
for,
right.
for anyone's gain. We're here to preach the word, man, and we ain't here to deceive anybody either, man. So if
That's
y'all
right.
don't believe it, hey, that's on you, man.
Bring on that Cyrac, my caller. I'm gonna make it
This
quick. I know you trying to go to sleep.
I got a precept. I'm just holding on to it.
Oh, you clutching it? Okay.
There,
Bring
there
on
go the sniper. There go the sniper. I'm telling you.
right,
You just
right, right. I'm
waiting.
telling
You
you.
just waiting.
This is this is Sirach chapter 49, verse 10.
Boom.
And, and of the 12 prophets, let the memorial be blessed,
Uh
and
huh.
let their bones flourish again.
Wait. Flourish what?
Oh snap! Flourish
Woo!
Flourish what? What
and
did it
let
say?
their
Flourish what?
again.
Man, mic drop. Mic drop. How the bones gonna flourish again, brothers? Please tell me. Please tell me, brothers and sisters, how the bones gonna flourish again. Keep going.
Out of their place from their
Out of
comfort,
comfort, Jacob,
Jacob, and deliver them by assured hope.
by
Oh, you good? Take it.
Salakia. It cut off. It cut off. I just gonna end it right there. It said, and deliver them by assured hope. You know what I'm saying? Comfort, Jacob. I ain't even gonna go down. I was gonna end it with verse 10 because I was gonna have him to read the whole couple of verses down. But all it was gonna do was go all the way to Shem and Seth. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna talk about Enoch, all of them. They're back on the earth, man. How can their bones flourish if they died? Enoch didn't taste death. But how is his bones flourishing? What about the brothers that did die, like Jacob and them? How they bone flourishing again? How's it coming back from the place where it was buried at? Come on, man, brothers, you can't go around it, man. Scripture says what it says. Get, brother, give me Revelation 21 and what is that? 21 and 1.
Uh, that was powerful. I almost overlooked it, and I was reading it.
Right, right. I know that thing. Yo, I'm telling you, it said again. You can't get around it. Like
Nah,
I don't know how you think you get around it. Start at 1.
this is Revelations chapter 21, verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and
Done
there
away
was
with. Keep going.
no more sea.
Mm-hmm.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared a bride adorned for her children. I mean, her
Her
husband.
husband. I'm about to say what? Keep going.
Verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he
Mm-hmm.
will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4.
Keep going.
And God shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
The former things are passed away. They're done away with. Keep going.
Verse 5. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful.
He made all things new in the new kingdom. But everything past the new kingdom is old, meaning it's already been around. There ain't nothing new under the sun. Remember, Akim. Keep going.
Verse 6. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and end. I will give unto him that is
A
a,
thirst.
thirst of the fountain of the water of life freely.
Boom.
He that
Stop. I
um,
just wanted to point out something. Remember, when we was reading about Melchizedek, Melchizedek has no beginning nor end. What did it just say? He said unto me, "It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end." Get what I'm
con,
saying? Melchizedek didn't have no beginning or end. He had no father or mother. He was formed. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Keep going. I just wanted to bring that out. Keep going. Read 7. We're
verse
going all the
7.
way to 10 a lot.
Verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the
Mm-hmm.
fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Mm.
And
Keep going.
there came unto me one of the seven angels which had the seven vials full of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he
Mm-hmm.
carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God.
Right. So the reason why I brought this out is just to show you the kingdom come. This is the only time that you see solidified that regeneration is going to be, obsolete basically. Because, well, I ain't gonna say it's basically obsolete, but it's ain't gonna be no death. You know what I'm saying? Things are gonna be different in this timeline. I'm gonna substantiate more, but that's literally what the verse is saying, what this chapter is talking about. Because you see, it said new creation, new life, new things are gonna be new. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters are gonna be drinking from the fountain of everlasting life. Boom. This should automatically debunk anybody saying that you're gonna be dying in the kingdom if you make it there, Lord's willing. So I don't know what else to say. Give me Ecclesiastes. Did you want to say something, Cap or Mike Hollow, on this chapter?
No, nah. I bring up my precept after you.
What about you, Cap? I'm trying to hurry up and scroll across this fast.
Salakia, nah, you good.
Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. I'm really trying to.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
Right. So the dust returns to the earth. Your body being disintegrated, it goes back, but the spirit goes back to the Most High God. Your spirit is eternal. It's never going to end. It's the same thing that's been said. Give me Genesis 2:7. Ain't nothing new under the sun. This is what we showing, brothers. Nothing new under the sun.
This is Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground and, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man
Hmm.
became a living
And
soul.
right, boom. That's it. That's all I needed. And man became a living soul. So once he had got a spirit, which is the breath of life, coming to his body, the which is flesh, which is dust. Once it dies, it goes back to the dust, but the spirit is eternal. It goes back to the Most High God to be regenerated and come back on the earth through the cycle. Boom. And there go regeneration. Bring out your last precept. I am done.
Con. This is Second Esdras chapter 2, verse 16. And those that be dead will I raise up again from their places and bring them out of their graves, for I have known my name is Israel. Uh, just like you were saying, basically um, the body is dead, but the soul the Lord will raise out of the ground. You know, this is I was you could tell this is talking about um, Israel because it's talking about a grieving mother in the chapter above. And then the chapter below, it said, "For I have chosen thee, saith the Lord." So this is talking about Israel, man. We're gonna always be regenerated until the kingdom come, man. We're gonna have different bodies every time. We're not gonna be in the same body. You're not gonna know you as uh you know a brother from the tribe of Benjamin. You might be from the you know well, you're gonna be from the same tribe because it's the same spirit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be in that same lineage. So like you're
I'm
gonna be
about
in
to
that
say,
same.
because, boy,
I had to
because
catch
Revelation
myself right
21,
then.
yeah, because Revelation 21:12
Hey,
definitely debunks that.
hey, I had to catch myself. I was like, hold up, brother. Hey, look now. But nah, man, definitely we're gonna be raised up again, man. That's all. That's the whole point of the matter, man. We're gonna be raised from the grave, man. So
Hey, that's right, Mac. The Valley of Dry Bones. That's right. It's the same. It's the same concept because when the Most High gave us that the laws, we were given the Spirit as well, right? So the Spirit was given to us. We were in a lower state. When it talks about being from formed from the dust of the ground, it's also talking about a lower state, right?
kind,
Like we were how do you say, we were low, man, like you see today,
hey,
like you wondering why brothers got literally showing their whole ass, all right, in public. Like, brother, come on, man, you know. And we saying, bro, like brothers walking in a lower state, man, not
yeah,
knowing who they are, not knowing they're kings and princesses. But yeah, like so when we were given, when we get the laws and the law, statutes, commandments, the Spirit comes on us, and we come to life. You know, we come to life.
kind.
So con.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
um, Salakia, go ahead.
Oh, y'all can hear me? Dang, what the heck? I had that thing on mute. Anyway, the brother from 12 Gate said, bring out John 11:23. So I'm gonna
Kind.
bring that thing out real quick. Which he ain't lying. It's fire. I just ain't. I was trying to keep the class to a certain minimal. So Salakia, Malakia. This is the book of John, chapter 11, verse 23. Yahushua answered, oh Salakia. Yahushua said unto her, thy brother shall rise again.
Bam.
Martha said unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Wow. Yahushua said unto her, I am the resurrection
Yeah.
and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. All praises. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shah.
Call out
There you
Yahweh.
go. There you go. And with that, I want to say Shalom. This is Shatar Kadar, Nation of Kings and Priests. And I'm signing off. What a
Okay.
fire class it was.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.